Happy Sabbath! Happy Sabbath! Happy Sabbath, everyone! Happy Sabbath!
Happy Sabbath!
Happy Sabbath, everyone.
Happy Sabbath, guys.
Happy Sabbath!
Happy Sabbath!
Happy Sabbath, everybody!
Happy Sabbath!
Happy Sabbath.
God bless us all!
Happy
Sabbath! Happy Sabbath!
Happy Sabat, selamat datang saudara-saudara kekasih dalam Yesus. Dimanapun saudara berada sekarang, kami bersyukur kepada Tuhan dan kita bersyukur kepada Tuhan bahwa kita telah datang pada Sabat yang indah ini. Kita berbakti di tempat kita masing-masing. Kita bersyukur bisa memuji Tuhan dimanapun kita berada, bukan hanya berbakti di gereja, tapi di rumah juga bisa kita berbakti dan memuliakan nama Tuhan. Kiranya perbaktian kita sepanjang Sabat ini membawa berkat bagi kita, menjadi kemuliaan bagi nama Tuhan. Saudara dan saya telah berdoa cukup lama untuk pandemik COVID-19 ini. Karena Tuhan mendengar doa kita, karena kita tahu bahwa Tuhan Maha Pengasih, Maha Pengampun, dan Dia juga akan menjaga kita di dalam kehidupan kita sehari-hari. Tuhan beserta kita, marilah kita berbakti penuh roh dan kebenaran. Inilah doa dan pengharapan kita pada Sabat yang indah ini. Selamat Sabat saudara-saudara, Tuhan memberkati kita. Amin.
Ya, mari kita berdoa. Ya Allah Bapa kami yang ada dalam kerajaan surga, Tuhan, sekalipun Engkau jauh di sana, tapi Kamu dekat di hati kami yang memandang, memanggil, dan meminta pertolongan daripada Tuhan. Tuhan, kami sangat bergembira karena kami bisa masih disatukan di dalam kerinduan kami untuk bertemu dengan Tuhan melalui media sosial ini ya Tuhan, yaitu yang diatur oleh orang-orang muda kami. Berkati mereka ya Tuhan, supaya mereka tetap bisa melakukan ini sementara kami masih di dalam isolasi kami ya Tuhan. Dan biarlah Tuhan menolong kami juga ya Tuhan di dalam kehidupan kami masing-masing, supaya kami tetap kuat, tetap sabar sampai pandemik COVID-19 ini dapat berlalu ya Tuhan. Tuhan, kami juga sangat bersyukur karena pada hari ini ya Tuhan, udara yang begitu indah, kami dapat menghirup udara segar ya Tuhan. Tuhan, pada hari Sabat ini kami mau datang ke hadapan-Mu ya Tuhan. Apabila Engkau tilik kami ya Tuhan, masing-masing kami mempunyai keinginan, kerinduan, dan kebutuhan secara pribadi ya Tuhan. Ada di antara kami yang lemah iman ya Tuhan, tolong tunjukkan bagi kami ya Tuhan selalu bahwa Engkau sangat mengasihi dan merindukan kami untuk datang tetap berharap dan bergantung kepada Tuhan. Yang sakit ya Tuhan, tolong Tuhan sembuhkan. Yang masih memerlukan kepulihan di dalam kesehatan ya Tuhan, tolong Tuhan pulihkan kesehatan mereka ya Tuhan. Bagi kami yang sudah tua, sebagian kami sudah lanjut usia ya Tuhan, berikan kami kesabaran, kekuatan, dan kemampuan untuk melakukan aktivitas kami sehari-hari ya Tuhan. Dan juga anak-anak kami yang masih bertumbuh dan sekarang ini kami tinggal di rumah. Seharusnya mereka pergi ke sekolah untuk menuntut ilmu ya Tuhan. Tolong Tuhan, berikan mereka juga kesabaran. Dan biarlah kami Tuhan tetap meminta kepadamu supaya Engkau bisa melalukan pandemik COVID-19 ini ya Tuhan. Karena kami sudah rindu untuk melakukan kegiatan kami masing-masing. Dan kami juga sudah rindu untuk bertemu dengan saudara-saudara kami yang seiman di dalam perbaktian kami di gereja ya Tuhan. Tuhan, bagi sebagian kami ada yang kekurangan keuangan karena pekerjaan kami sudah berkurang ya Tuhan. Tolong kami ya Tuhan, cukupkan kebutuhan kami ya Tuhan. Dan sebagian kami yang bekerja di dalam kesehatan dan hari-hari kami tidak tahu ya Tuhan, bentuk apa atau siapa yang terkejangkit dengan penyakit yang kami tolong sehari-hari. Tuhan, berikan kekuatan, kesempurnaan kesehatan bagi kami, sehingga sekalipun penyakit itu datang, Engkau akan berikan keselamatan bagi kami ya Tuhan. Tuhan, masih banyak yang kami mintakan kepadamu ya Tuhan. Biarlah permohonan kami ini ya Tuhan, Engkau sempurnakan. Engkau balut dengan kasih karunia Tuhan. Karena kami pintakan semua ini ya Tuhan di dalam keampunan dosa dan salah kami. Di dalam nama Yesus kami memohon dan meminta. Amin.
Amin.
Happy Sabbath, Church. So for our personal ministry, we're going to share a verse, Proverbs 16 verse 9. And it says, "A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps." And to me, this verse is basically saying that we can try to plan our lives as much as we can. We can try to plan our career and what we want our lives to look like, where we want to live, things like that. But and with those plans comes a lot of worry about whether those plans will be successful and if they'll work out or not. But the thing is, we don't have to worry about whether those plans work out, because if we believe in God's will and God's plan for us, then there's no reason to worry, because God is directing our steps and He's leading us to where He wants us to be. And everything will work out. So how that relates to my life, as you know, I transferred in the fall to Southern Adventist University, and I guess I decided to transfer because I didn't feel fulfilled at the school I was at, so I wanted to transfer to Southern to hopefully gain that sense of fulfillment and also grow a deeper relationship with God. But I was really worried about this plan and moving to Southern, because I didn't really know many people at Southern. I only knew actually 3 people. One of them was one of my childhood friends, but the problem was she was coming to Southern a week after me, and I would have been alone for a whole week, so I was really nervous about that. And these 2 other guys from Pioneer Indonesian Seventh-day Adventist Church, named Josh and Marky. But I actually didn't really know them well at all. I had only met them once, and that was 1 year before I transferred to Southern, so I didn't even really talk to them at all. So I was really worried that I would go to Southern and I would make no friends and I would just be lonely and want to come back, and then I would have wasted time, money, for nothing. But I obviously it wasn't a waste of time, and I didn't see that God had already been directing my steps, and that me meeting Marky and Josh a year ago was part of His plan for me. Because even though I didn't know them that well, when they found out I was going to Southern, they actually they organized everything for me. They planned for someone to pick me up from the airport. They found a roommate for me and everything, and Without them, I would have just taken an Uber from the airport to campus, and I would have gotten a random roommate. But if they hadn't organized all that for me, I wouldn't have met the person who picked me up from the airport, who became one of my good friends at Southern, and the other people in the car as well, who got picked up by the same person. And yeah, through them, Southern has been a really good experience for me, and I've grown closer to God through them, and I've met really great people, and I'm not lonely, and I'm having a good time. So through those people, God has been directing my steps by sending people my way before I even knew their purpose in my life. I had no idea that these people would have this impact on me and be a part of my life a year after meeting them, but God purposely placed them in my life for a reason, and I didn't even know it. So yeah, God is always, I guess, directing your steps and playing a role in your life even if you don't see it.
Amen. And my story is also tying into this verse. It's also talking about God using people to lead my life and lead the direction I'm supposed to go in. My testimony is about when I came to California a year ago. I applied for my California nurse license, my RN license, maybe 8 months before. And so I assumed that by the time I would come here, give or take like 3 or 4 months, I would get my license and be able to start working maybe like 4 months after I arrived here. So my plan was to hopefully start working by like March or April of 2019. And I came to California December 2018. So for me, I'm the type of person who likes to plan everything, and I need to know where I'm going, what time, all that stuff. I like structure just so I can have an idea that things can go well and according to plan. For me, like spontaneous things is not always, can give me anxiety. So I got here, and then I found out that I actually need to take 2 classes in order to get my license. I thought that because I already had a license in Washington, it would transfer over to California, but it didn't. And going back, actually, even before that happened, my sister and a friend, who some of you know, Delcy, she was working for this doctor, a hospice doctor named Dr. Fukuda, and at the time he really needed another nurse. And coming to California, I had no plans of, looking for a temporary job or anything like that, but it worked out perfectly. He needed a nurse, and I needed, something to do for 3 or 4 months and some income. So it was kind of, a blessing in disguise for both of us to be able to be an answer to prayer that we didn't even know we were looking for. So then I worked for him, and then the 2 classes I had to take, only certain schools offered it. Loma Linda was one of the schools, but they had a wait list of a really long time. Some of my classmates told me they were on the wait list for up to 3 years. And so I thought it would be impossible to get into the class. But it turns out Dr. Fukuda, my boss at the time, he is old co-workers and really good friends with the professor of the class that I need to take at Loma Linda. And so through him, I was able to connect with the professor, and I skipped the entire wait list, and I skipped the entire interview process, and I got into the class that I needed to take. And then through that class, I was able to take another one that led me to meet one of my coworkers now. And if I didn't meet him and have him as a preceptor when I was taking that class as a student, I would have never gotten the job that I have now. And so looking back, I see how God has led me through that journey, and how literally I had nothing to do with it. He brought the people into my life that I didn't even expect to come, provide me the job, provide me the boss with the connections to get me into the class I needed, and then everything kind of just worked from there. And so it just goes to show that if you trust him, everything will work out according to his will, and he knows what's best for you, and he can provide in ways that you least expect him to. So yeah, that's my story, my testimony So this is just a reminder for everyone to just continue to trust God. Of course, right now we're living in one of the most uncertain times maybe of our lives. Right now, you know, people are really sick in the hospital or dying, or people have lost their jobs. People are taking classes online. People don't know if they're going to be able to graduate in time. There's just so much uncertainty in our world right now. But if we just trust God, you know, our plans that we had planned for 2020, most of them probably didn't work out as we expected, as we all see now. You know, trips got canceled. Everything basically either got canceled or postponed. And that can be stressful and frustrating when our plans don't go according to how we expect them to. But if we continue to trust in God, He will provide for our needs, and He knows what's best for us. So yeah, hopefully we can all keep that lesson in mind, especially during this time. Happy Sabbath, everyone.
Hello and happy Sabbath, everyone. Today's responsive reading is found in Exodus 15, verse 22 to 27. It says, "So Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was called Marah. And the people murmured against Moses, saying, What shall we drink? And he cried unto the Lord, and the Lord shewed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them, and said, If thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and wilt do that which is right in his sight, and wilt give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord that healeth thee. And they came to Elim, where 12 wells of water, and 70 palm trees, and they encamped there by the waters."
Happy Sabbath, everyone. Today we're gonna sing a song titled "Miracles" by Sally
Giving light to all the world by
Hello and happy Sabbath, everyone. Today's scripture reading is found in Psalms 28, verse 7. It says, "The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusted in him, and I am helped. Therefore my heart greatly rejoiceth, and with my song will I praise him."
Selamat pagi dan selamat Sabat kami ucapkan kepada saudara yang kasih dalam Tuhan, Indonesian Seventh-day Adventist Church, dan juga Highland Indonesian Seventh-day Adventist Church. Sabat ini kita bertemu kembali melalui media ini untuk berbakti kepada Tuhan, mendengarkan sabda Tuhan. Dalam saat yang sama kita bersyukur karena kita masih dalam keadaan sehat walafiat. Tetapi kita perlu mengingat dan mendoakan saudara-saudara kita yang menderita sakit. Doa yang sungguh-sungguh sangat mujarab. Dan bila mana kita doakan saudara-saudara kita, Tuhan kiranya mendengarkan dan menjawab setuju dengan kehendak-Nya. Sabat ini kita kembali mempelajari firman Tuhan yang saya beri judul dengan Tuhan adalah kekuatan kita di dalam perjalanan kita. Ayat inti terdapat di dalam buku Mazmur pasal yang ke-28 ayat yang ke-7. Tuhan adalah kekuatanku dan perisaiku. Kepadanya hatiku percaya. Aku tertolong sebab beria-ria hatiku, dan dengan nyanyianku aku bersyukur kepadanya. Bangsa Israel baru saja meninggalkan Laut Merah, di mana Tuhan melakukan mujizat yang ajaib, melepaskan mereka dari tentara Mesir. Sarana yang sama yang Allah telah gunakan untuk membebaskan bangsa Ibrani itu menjadi senjata menghancurkan musuh yang mengejar mereka. Orang-orang Israel mengangkat suara mereka dalam satu pujian kepada Tuhan karena sangat besarlah kekuatannya dan kasihnya kepada mereka. Setelah 3 hari mereka berjalan di padang gurun Sur yang melelahkan. Mereka kehabisan air minum. Kita dapat bayangkan bagaimana mereka berteriak histeris bila mana mereka menemukan mata air di mana. Tetapi kegembiraan mereka segera berubah menjadi persungutan ketika mereka mendapatkan bahwa air itu pahit. Mereka telah melupakan bagaimana kelepasan mereka yang ajaib di Laut Merah. Tuhan yang mengetahui segala sesuatu, mengetahui juga ketika bangsa Israel bersungut-sungut kepada pimpinan mereka, Musa, yang telah dipersiapkan Tuhan bagi mereka. Tetapi Tuhan berlaku sabar kepada umatnya. Melalui Musa, Tuhan melakukan mujizat yang lain, membuat air yang pahit itu menjadi manis dengan menyuruh Musa melemparkan sepotong kayu ke dalam air itu. Saudara-saudara yang kekasih dalam Tuhan, bangsa Israel dipimpin oleh Tuhan melanjutkan perjalanan dari Mara, dan tibalah mereka di Elim, di mana terdapat 12 mata air dan 70 pohon korma. Suara kegembiraan dari bangsa itu telah menggema ketika mereka melihat 12 mata air dan pohon-pohon korma yang rindang. Perjalanan kehidupan memiliki perjalanan seperti di Mara. Pengalaman yang pahit. Tetapi juga kita mendapatkan perjalanan seperti di Elim yang menyegarkan. selama kita mengikuti pimpinan Tuhan, pengalaman yang pahit dan juga pengalaman yang menyenangkan dapat memberikan kekuatan di dalam perjalanan kerohanian kita. Kadangkala Tuhan tidak menjauhkan ujian-ujian itu daripada kita. Akan tetapi, saudara-saudaraku yang kekasih, pengaruh manis dari surga bisa saja mengubah kita ataupun mengubah situasi sehingga kita dapat menjalaninya dan dikuatkan. Saudara-saudara yang kekasih dalam Tuhan, apakah kita berjalan melalui marah atau eling? Apakah kita melalui pengalaman-pengalaman yang pahit maupun yang manis? Yang terpenting dari segalanya adalah mengetahui bahwa Allah memimpin kita. Sekali lagi saya bacakan. Yang terpenting dari segalanya adalah mengetahui bahwa Allah memimpin kita. Dan bila mana kita dapatkan diri kita dicobai untuk bersungut-sungut akan pimpinan Tuhan atau kepada pimpinan kita, ingatlah akan hikmah dari pelajaran-pelajaran yang lalu yang dialami oleh bangsa Israel. Dan bila kita percaya kepadanya, percaya kepada Tuhan, menurut kepada Tuhan, bukan saja mungkin kita menurut, tetapi adalah suatu kepastian. Saudara-saudara yang kekasih dalam Tuhan, bila mana kita hidup saat ini, itu semua adalah karena berkat Tuhan. Kita diberikan kesehatan, kita diberikan kekuatan, dijauhkan daripada penyakit, dijauhkan daripada wabah virus COVID-19. Saat ini saudara-saudaraku, saya berdoa kiranya Tuhan akan memberikan kita ketekunan mengikutinya, menurutinya. Biarlah kita selalu memandang kepada Tuhan dan berseru bahwa Tuhan adalah kekuatan kita dan perisai kita, dan kepadanya lah hati kita percaya. Inilah yang menjadi doa dan pengharapan saya. Kiranya Tuhan memberkati kita. Amin. Mari kita berdoa. Bapakku yang bersemayam dalam kerajaan surga, sudah bersahabat-sahabat kami tidak dapat bertemu satu dengan yang lain di rumah Tuhan. Tetapi kami bersyukur karena kami masih bisa mempelajari dan mendengarkan sabda Tuhan melalui media ini. Kiranya umat-umat Tuhan yang ada di Indonesian Inland Empire ataupun di ISDA bersama-sama mensyukuri akan berkat ini, menerima firman ini dengan baik, dan biarlah kiranya Tuhan akan menjauhkan kami dari segala penyakit dan kesusahan dan terlebih wabah ini. Oh Bapa, kiranya Engkau akan menjamah tubuh dari saudara-saudara kami yang dalam keadaan sakit. Sembuhkan mereka Tuhan, kuatkan mereka, dan demikian juga Tuhan, cukupkan kebutuhan kami masing-masing. Ampunilah segala dosa dan kesalahan kami. Kami berdoa hanya kepada-Mu, dan kami bersyukur dan mengucap syukur selalu kepada Tuhan atas kasih-Mu yang begitu limpah kepada kami. Oleh karena kasih Allah Bapa dan Anaknya Yesus Kristus serta persekutuan Roh Kudus, kiranya tetap menaungi hati kami dan tinggal di dalam kami. Inilah doa dan pengharapan kami. Amin.